Are Eastern European scale model manufacturers taking over the market? This question was raised lately, and I had to have a closer look into it because we have like these three big players, these old dinosaurs in Europe, Airfix, Italeri, and Revell. And on the other hand, we have like the younger generation coming from Eastern Europe, coming from countries as the Czech Republic, Ukraine, Poland. We have a younger generation with Edward, Arma Hobby, Reskit, ICM, ClearProp, Special Hobby, and so on, so on. Now, some of these are a bit older already, but none of them are as old as the three big dinosaurs we have in Europe. So in this video, we're about to check out the output in 2024 so far of all these brands, of all these scale model manufacturers, because I think I found a pattern. You ready to find out? Let's go. Okay, so let's start with the dinosaurs, right? The three big ones. The oldest of them is Airfix, founded in 1939, followed by Revell in 1955 and Italeri 1978, more or less. So a lot of things happened during the years, and these big three, are still the big three in Europe. Now, on the other hand, we have the Eastern European ones, the younger generation. I think it's led by Edward, which was founded in the Czech Republic in 1989. There is also Special Hobby, another Czech Republic scale model manufacturer, founded in the same year. We have ICM of Ukraine, founded in 1994, Arma Hobby from Poland, founded in 2013, and then Reskit, also Ukraine, 2015, and ClearProp, also Ukraine, in 2018. Now, the attributes of those two groups is like, for the old ones, they have a very big range. The Eastern European, maybe not that much, except of Edward, they have a big range, and Special Hobby, of course, but they have a diverse business model. They don't only produce kits, right? Or like full model kits. These big ones, big companies are always slow in acting. They are slow on the market. Many of the Eastern European manufacturers have monthly releases. I think this resembles the modern way of how the IT works, right? Because you always have releases every month. You have releases. You work in sprints. Usually you have 15-day sprint or a 30-day sprint. And the IT nowadays works like that. It's the same in the gaming industry. Often there's a game has monthly releases with new updates. So that's why it also, I think this all sources back in the IT section. The big manufacturers, they do a lot of reissues, upgrade their kits, or sometimes just do a simple rebox. Eastern European brands, they work with accessories as well, which is a very important point. That leads us back to the diverse business model. What these dinosaurs have is they have, as I mentioned before, old molds which they could take over. And that's a way to widen their range. They usually don't develop so many new toolings, but their range is just so big that, they can work with this a bit. On the other hand, Eastern European scale model manufacturers do a lot of joint ventures. One brand does the kit, another brand does the masks, and there's still another brand which will do some accessory parts, some 3D printed resin or whatever. it's a more complex business model, and I think this surely will enable you to act faster, to be more dynamic on the market. On the other hand, the big players, I think they have the expectation that, the market reacts to them. They are searching the market, but basically, usually you get the feeling that, they have their plan, and that plan is for the entire year, and they will stick to it no matter what happens. Okay, so now let's have a comparison, shall we? Check this out. Okay, we start with Airfix. So what I did on Scalemates here is I typed in Airfix in the search, marked kits, and Airfix again. And here, released year 2024. So what we have up here in the product type is like a summary. So in 2024 so far, Airfix released 47 full kits. We will have a closer look at this just. Here the overview, 2 figures, 6 snap tight, and 1 decal set, whatever that is. So when we go here, origin, okay, so we can see new tools. There were 11 new tools out of the 47. The rest were reissued, changed box, made a model set, changed decals, and changed parts. You see the numbers here, like 9, 14, 7. Okay, so that's Airfix. Italeri did the same thing. They just have full kits, number 58. So let's check the origin. How many new tools were there? New tool, 1 so far. The rest is reboxed, changed box, 13 changed box. There's no change in the decals, no change in the sprues, nothing. It's just the box art. Changed parts, 16. Changed decals, 20. Rebox, unknown. We don't even know what has changed. 2. And Rebox as model set, 6. Revell has in 2024 so far released 60 full kits and 1 snap tight. Let's check the origin of these 60 full kits, right? New tool, only 3. 3. Rebox, changed box, 11. Changed decals, 12. Changed parts, 11. 17 unknown and 7 model sets. Now, when we have a look at this, it's like, they release a lot of Rebox, few new tools, and Airfix has figures and 1 decal set, but usually these 3, the main business are full kit releases. So, now let's check this out. Let's start with Edward, shall we? Look at this. Detail and conversion sets, 394. Masks, 45. Full kits, 64. Decals, 4 sets. Let's check the origin. Oops, I'm too fast, huh? Here. New tool, 377. Because in here, of course, these are not full kits. These are the detail and conversion sets and everything counted. Empty. I don't know exactly what that means. Then, Rebox, 27 with changed parts. 10 with only a changed box. 17 with changed decals. 34 model sets. And 4 are unknown. Okay, but this number here, I put an exclamation mark behind this number here. And, the way they have a diverse model. It's not only the full kits, which are new toolings. Check ResKit. Here. Detail and conversion sets, 180. Figures, 58, and full kits, 28. Let's check the origin as well. New toolings, 250. Reeboks, like they changed some parts, only 14. Now we know ResKit is doing accessory kits, but they are very productive. 250 new toolings, 250 new ResKits in 2024. That's crazy. So before we continue, please do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I see a lot of new viewers which haven't subscribed, so please do it. It's completely free of charge. And yeah, you will get a notification. If you also ring that bell, you'll get a notification. All right, now let's have a look at Arma Hobby, shall we? Okay, Arma Hobby has released in 2024 so far 44 detail and conversion sets, 12 full kits, 1 mask set, and 2 display bases. We want to also see the origin of all of this output. So we're going to check. New tool, 6. Empty, 45. I don't know what is that. These are these 3D digital files, I believe, huh? That could be the digital files. Then Reeboks, changed parts 6, Reeboks changed decals 2. So what Arma Hobby is doing, you can see it here, they have digital files that you can print yourself. You can get those, you can download it, and you can print it yourself. That's a completely new idea. I haven't seen that of anybody, any manufacturer in Europe before. Now let's go to Ukraine, ICM, okay? ICM has detail and conversion sets 4. They have 65 full kits, 7 figures, and 2 display bases. Let's check the origin. 22 new tools, 36 changed parts reissued, 1 changed box, just 1. I don't know why, you could leave it out. I mean, if you have 1, just don't do this anymore, man. Reeboks model set into a model set 19. So also ICM has detail and conversion sets. Not many, but they have. ClearProp, another Ukraine manufacturer. I think it's the youngest one, right? That's our baby. So ClearProp is the baby. They have 16 detail and conversion sets, 15 mask sets, 15 full kits, and 1 decal set. Let's check the origin. 29 new tools. 12 empty, maybe also some digital files, I'm not sure. Reeboks with changed parts 3, changed decals 2, and Reeboks unknown 1. So the majority is new toolings. And again, if we see here detail and conversion sets 16 and masks 15, that's 30. That's like the twice the amount of full kits that they put out are accessory stuff. Detail and conversion sets, masks. And for the end, we will finish with the second oldest one from the Czech Republic, Special Hobby. Full kits in 2024 so far, 43. Masks, 2 sets, and also they have detail and conversion sets, 12, and a decal set, 1. Just 1. Okay. Now let's have a look at the origin here. New tool 19, Reeboks with changed parts 23, 1 empty, changed decals 14, and 1 unknown Reeboks. So they have quite a lot of Reeboks. Okay guys, now let's do a summary. But before, I want to say that, like the video if you don't sniff the glue, but you use it to assemble scale models. Dislike the video if you hate everything that requires brain cells. So the summary here is, I think, that's just what I see, is the market is changing, the market is developing, and you have to adapt to this. And some of the brands like Edward, they are into that aftermarket business since a long time. But the other ones, they all of the Eastern European scale model manufacturer, a lot of them have these detail and conversion sets and mask sets and stuff like that. Because I think, you know, when they started the business, that was already part of the business model. So the factories they already have the setup. They already made for that. But on the other hand, the old dinosaurs, I'm sure they didn't have that on their radar. I'm sure they didn't have this on their radar. Maybe meanwhile they do, I don't know. But usually these big companies are very slow. And it takes a long time to decide something, usually. And then, to do it as well. I made the reference to video games before, and it's the same here. Like the older companies who develop video games, what they do is they work on a game for 3 years, then they put out a complete finished game. First of all, it's already 3 years old. It's not up to the standard. And second of all, you don't even know if the clients, if the people, the audience, the users, if they want it. So it's possible that you wasted a lot of time and money for something that people don't even want. And here is the same thing. And when you have monthly releases, you are much more able, to react on the market, because the market is dynamic. And I'm sure the market is not getting better soon. I mean, it's tough times. It has been, and it will get even more tough. I believe it because there's a lot of chaos and division and war going on in the world, and that corrupts everything, like all business forms, all markets, the delivery chains, availability of products, and everything gets corrupted and prices are rising. So I really think it's a good idea to have a diverse business model and not just concentrate on full kits. Like Italeri, for instance. I mean, here, look at this Italeri. 58 new kits, okay? 58 new kits. Origin. Of these 58, there's one new tool. The rest is changed box, changed parts, changed decals. Now, for the changed parts, 16. Changed decals, 20. Why not take half of it and just release the new parts like conversions for your kits? Release the new decals separately. Why not? That's just Italeri. That's just a free $1 million idea, So that was my short analysis of, are Eastern European scale model manufacturers taking over the market? My answer is not yet, but they're about to. That's my opinion. Not tomorrow maybe, and not in a year, but in the near future, midterm. Yes, I do believe so. If the old dinosaurs do not change, you know what happened to the dinosaurs, right? Yeah, I know. And if you're now in the mood to build some Eastern European manufactured scale model, check out this video I'm showing you right here. It's the full build video of the P51 Mustang brand new Eduard tooling of 2024. All right, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.